Hello everyone. Welcome to the series of experiment performance on a triple E subject from second year mechanical course concerned with the Savitribai Phule Pune University. I am Professor Vijay Gajdane. Welcomes you all. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering from TSSM's Bureau by Savan College of Engineering and Research, Nare, Pune. Today, we're going to conduct an experiment number 7 of in triple E subject, that is the no load test on three phase induction motor. So our aim is to conduct the no load test on a three phase induction motor for determination of the parameters of the equivalent circuit. What are the learning objectives? The learning objectives are nothing but to introduce the students to the working principle of a three phase induction motor, then to introduce the students to equivalent circuit and performance parameters of a three phase induction motor, and to introduce the students to the analogy between the three phase induction motor and the transformer and circle diagram of a three phase induction motor. And after performing, what is the learning outcomes? After completion of the experiments, students will be able to understand the working principle, then the equivalent circuit and performance parameters of the three phase induction motor. Then they will explain the analogy between the three phase induction motor and the transformer, and they also explain the no load test and plotting the circle diagram, means they have to plot different types of the graphs with the help of the reading of that experiment. So this is the virtual setup circuit diagram of a three phase induction motor. This practical we are going to perform with the help of the virtual lab developed by the COEP College of Engineering, Pune. Okay, so this is the transformer, sorry, this is the supply voltage. Okay, three phase supply voltage they have given over here. This is nothing but the auto transformer. Okay, this is nothing but the auto transformer over here. So this is used for increasing the voltage and this is used for decreasing the voltage, means this is the controlling knob over here. Here we can measure the voltage, here we can measure the current. This is nothing but the ammeter, this is nothing but the voltmeter, and this is nothing but the wattmeter. Here we are going to connect two different types of wattmeters, W1 and W2, and all these are connected to the induction motor. So this is the three phase induction motor. Directly the three phase supply is given to the three phase induction motor, and we have to measure the speed of the motor, three phase induction motor, in rpm with the shaft of this motor. So in this space we will get the readings of the speed. So students, this is the circuit diagram. What are the specifications? The ratings of the motor is nothing but the 2.2 kilowatt. Voltage is operating voltage is 415 volt. As we all know that it is a three phase induction motor, so it can operate up to 440 volt. Then the frequency is a 50 hertz. The speed of the motor is 1435 rpm, but still it goes to the 1500, 1500. Then the power factor is 0.85, and the winding is used over here is nothing but the delta winding, because there are two different types of the winding, star winding and the delta winding. So here delta winding is to be used. And guys, the abbreviations they have used over here, that is nothing but the VS. VS standing for the supply voltage, which is mentioning near to the voltmeter. Then IL is nothing but the line current, which is mentioning near to the ammeter. Then W1 is nothing but the first wattmeter line. Okay, and the W2 is nothing but the second wattmeter line. So students, directly we will go to the virtual tool. We will going to perform this experiment with the help of the virtual lab. Okay, so this is the virtual lab of COEP. This is nothing but the list of experiment. In that list of experiment, I have to choose no load test on the three phase induction motor. Okay, no load test on the three phase induction motor. So this is the theory actually, which we have already discussed, and we will go directly to the simulator part. So whenever I am opening the simulator part, it will show the experiment number 3. So by just plug and play, or just by picking and dropping this experiment number 3 into this space, you will get this type of a diagram over here. So here, what reading we are going to take, that we have to store. First of all, start storing the data. By clicking the start storing data, we have to store the readings. Then we have to show the readings over here. So this is the storing data. This is the volt. This is the Vs. Vs is nothing but the supply voltage. This is the line current. This is the W1, means wattmeter 1 reading. This is the wattmeter 2 reading. This is the speed in RPM. Then the total copper losses over here. Then the rotor angle. Then the input power. And if we have to increase or delete the rows, we can delete from over here. So these are nothing but the storing data which we have to required for plot the graph. Okay, and here we have to plot the different types of the graphs. Here, IL versus speed. Okay, that is nothing but the current versus speed. Then the voltage versus speed. Then the voltage versus input power, and the current versus the total copper loss. So by taking the readings, and whenever we are just clicking the generate a graph, it will generate a graph. So how it is going to be work? Let's see one by one. So here is a standard procedure. Here you will get this type of a simulation process. So we have to follow a one standard procedure over here. So the standard procedure, by just clicking to the procedure, you will get no load is connected to the induction motor so as to carry out no load test on the induction motor. So here no load is connected at the output side. Next one, close the TPST switch. TPST is nothing but the triple pole single throw switch connecting three phase main supply to the induction motor. So where is the TPST switch? So here is the TPST switch. This is the triple pole single throw supply. Okay, so I just have to switch off. Okay, switch off this switch. Then what exactly next procedure? Starts the motor by applying the reduced voltage to the stator. Gradually increase the voltage to its rated value. Here the rated value I will get, that is nothing but, means whenever I am increasing the voltage. Okay, here you will get I am increasing the voltage to the 2 volt. Okay, then the speed of the motor is also 0. Okay, you have to keep your eyes on this speed section. Okay, at what speed exactly it will run, or at what voltage, means at what rated voltage it is going to be rotated. So at 2 volt it is not going to rotate. Then at 4 volt it is not going to rotate. 6 volt not. Okay, so I'm just increasing the voltage up to 80 volt. 80 volt is actually is the rated voltage at which induction motor is going to be in a running condition. Okay, so 66, 68, 72, 78. Yes, at 80 volt. Okay, I'm just increasing the voltage up to 80 volt. At that time, okay, it will become in a running condition, means three phase induction motor is going to be worked over here. Means 80 volt is the rated voltage actually for the induction motor to come in a conduction state. So 80 volt I have to store this I have to store this reading and show this reading. So by just clicking the show readings, here is the 80 volt, here is the current in uh, ammeter. They will show as a 3.04 W1 reading, W2 reading, speed in RPM. Okay, everything they will show over here. In this way, whenever the speed is going to be changed, we should have to take that reading. So after that 80, I'm just increasing the speed. Okay, 82, there is no any increasing in the speed. Then yes, 86, 86. At 86 volt the speed of the motor is 100 and, sorry, 1175. So just I have to store this reading and show this reading. Okay, 80, 86. Then 90-degree, start storing and start showing. Okay, next I have to take readings at 100 volt, start storing and show data. then 110 volt. After that, here onwards I will keep the distance of a 10 volt. So 120 volt start and showing data, then 130 volt, it is showing 1447, start and showing the data. Okay, then 140 volt, the speed is showing as a 1451. At 150 volt, it is showing the speed as a 1456. Okay, so that's it. We are taking the readings of the no load test. So here we will get the voltage value as well as current value, wattmeter reading, both wattmeter reading W1, W2, and speed readings. Okay, so from these all the readings we have to plot, okay, different types of the graphs. So just select to the IL versus speed. Okay, so just select IL versus speed and generate a graph. So it will generate a graph IL versus speed over here. This is nothing but the current. Okay, this is nothing but the current, and this is nothing but the speed. So as you are going to, okay, this is the 1 ampere current, 1.2 ampere. So as you are going to increase the current, okay, increase the current, speed is also decreasing. Okay, the speed is going to decrease over here. Next one, the voltage versus speed. This is the graph of a voltage versus speed. So as the voltage is going to be increased over here from 80 to 85, 85 to 90, 90 to 95, 95 to 100. Okay, so the speed of your induction motor is going to be increased. Okay, is going to be increased. So here in this way we will going to predict, as the voltage of the three-phase induction motor is going to be increased after the rated voltage. Okay, the speed of the motor is also going to increase whenever there is no any load connected at the output side. Hence we have satisfied the no load condition of a induction motor over here. So guys, try it at your home. Okay, this is very interesting part. So students, thank you for watching my video.